Oh, don't season. Do we have seasoning for the steak, or do you want Brandy to
salt
put?
Pepper. Salt and pepper. I mean, that's what I have on it.
All right, I wouldn't worry about putting nothing on there.
Man, we're gonna be so hungry if it's plain. Put a little salt and pepper on it.
We are.
Oh, you're gonna put it in a bag and salt and pepper it? That's fine. Or throw some whatever you guys want on it.
We are packing up for our trip. Everyone say hi to my dad.
Done. I'm ready. No pain.
No pain.
That's my no pain medicine.
So we're getting our gear packed. We're heading up to the Sawtooth for a week. So Brandy's over there. She'll be staying behind. Bye, Brandy. We are. Alright. I'm going to take the cap off. This view, absolutely stunning. I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice, but once again, Fred took the lens off.
Oh.
So cooking up our steaks. We've got fancy backpacking chairs. Our camp layout, we may change tomorrow, we'll see, but this is our setup for now. And we're running out of daylight. We're trying to beat the sun to get our food in our belly and get everything we need set up so we don't be fumbling around in the dark. So, but Brandy, your steak smells amazing. Thank you for doing all that work seasoning them. I'm looking forward to eating them, so thank you. Yeah, after this day, we needed it. So, it is 7:01. We did 2,000 miles of elevation gain in 7 miles. I'm exhausted. My dad's a rock star. He probably could have kept going if I'd let him, but this is kind of our view. Camp set up. We just got in. He just got water filled. I just wanted to get a shot of our spot before it got too dark, because as you can see, the sun is just rolling down. So I'll see you guys for some fishing tomorrow. Day 2, we're at the same camp spot. Into day 2, I should say. Little smoky and hazy today. Really windy whole time. We've got water boiling for some freeze-dried meal. For dinner, we had bacon and eggs for breakfast. Last night we had steak. Now we're down to the dehydrated stuff. We got most of our camp wrapped up here. So we're gonna move on tomorrow to a different lake, Alice Lake, I believe. There is a deer right there. As you can see, I am talking, and they don't care. They completely used to having people around. I mean, they're pretty close. He's looking right at me. I could probably throw a rock at him. I'm so close. Hi! Hi! We've had tons of groundhogs. They cleaned our pan for us so we didn't have to clean after breakfast. In the middle of the night, when it was dark, we were wrapping up and there was a fox. My dad probably could have reached out and touched the dang fox. But look, he's just staring at me. I'm talking. He's a stone's throw away. So they're used to having people around. There's a couple others, there's a couple of does and some fawns and stuff that are in that area. But if I get a fox to come out again, I'll try to get some footage. Well, and then can't. There we go. I'm pretty. pretty rugged. Oh, he just snorted. Camera's a new camera, so get the camera angle's kind of weird. There we go. Anyways. Alright, well, hi Brandy, miss ya. Your steaks were delicious. I think I said that earlier. So we hiked 8 miles, almost 2,000 feet of elevation. Tomorrow we've got 5 miles. It's only 238 feet elevation gain, 4.5 miles. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I'll get some more footage on the way. A deer just walked behind me that way. Pretty cool. Alright guys, I'll check back in with you later. Bye!
Good evening, those that are in the regular civilian world. We are trying to get in the both of us to get in the camera. We're high in the mountains of the Sawtooth, and this is our second night in the Sawtooth. We're going to attempt to get to Alice Lake tomorrow. We've had a rest day, a 0 day, just because we're out of shape and we're getting old. So we're almost packed up. We'll do breakfast in the morning, and then we're going to head to Allison Lake, and another 200 plus feet elevation gain. We got to go through the pass, which is behind us, between us here. You can see the mountain. That side over there, you can see the mountain. We miss you all. Homesick. But we're going to get this adventure done. Time going by really fast. Went fishing. Booked into one really nice one, but it spit off. I'm sorry I didn't go to Lake Safeway and buy a fish to show, and I couldn't hang it up.
You know, Kara might be right.
Yeah.
My wife might be right about the not getting a fish thing.
But we're we're, what, 8 miles we went yesterday?
8 miles yesterday. We've got 5 miles to go tomorrow. So that's the plan anyways. And if we can't do it, we'll be filming from the same spot tomorrow.
Yeah, we decided to get about halfway and turn around because time. We got here late yesterday. We barely 7 o'clock, and we were exhausted. It was a struggle just to get our tent set up. Hopefully we get there at a better time. We're gonna try to get up a little earlier. It is being cold here.
Yeah.
Even in the middle of August, it is still in the 30s at night. Ridiculous.
Yep. Well,
we'll see you guys at Alice Lake, hopefully. Have a good day. Have a good evening. I know most of you guys are probably already asleep. I know it's 3 hours difference. It's 8 o'clock here right now. 8, 9, 10. So it's 11 o'clock where I live. My wife's already in bed. Love you, Kara.
all right. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Alright guys, we're on our way to Alice Lake. Here is the backside of the lake that we stayed at. We camped right, there's an island right there. We camped almost kind of across from the island there. And we are loaded up. So.
He's making me do it. It's been a wonderful trip so far. It goes time, you lose track of time. It goes really fast.
It's going too fast.
Way too fast, guys. But we're having a good time. So all you guys are wondering if we're sore, we're tired, but we're wired, and we are determined. To make the 21-mile. They call it, what's they call it? They call it.
I think it's the Alice Lake Loop.
Alice Lake Loop. We're going to call it the Liar Lake Loop. And we'll explain that later.
Yep. So this is kind of what the back half of this trail looks like here. Once we get down up here, we gotta climb the. I believe it's going to be at the top of that right there. It's hard to see on the camera, but and then that'll drop down into Alice Lake eventually. So
we hope.
We hope. If not, we're going to be sleeping on a rock near the trail. Yeah, it's been a blast, that's for sure. And if anybody's watching this and interested in coming up here, it's a highway of people. We probably camped around 30 other people along the lake last night and the night before. It's definitely a very, very, very popular place. So, if you're looking to get away from the crowd, this might not be the trail for you. We are about 9,000 feet, roughly. Over 9,000. That's one of the twin lakes. There's one below that. We got to get over this. If I spin around here, my legs are a little jelly. We got to get over the top of this stuff here. And then after this, it'll be our last big push. I don't have to worry about the incline, but we'll continue on here. Yep. Made it to Twin Lakes. Go up over the ridge. And now we're on our downhill trek. There's going to be... I'm filming the peak. We made it. I want to get it on film. So I'm just trying to show everybody what it looks like. And then our feet. We got to have proof that we did it or no one's going to believe us.
We did it!
We did it! Woohoo! Yeah. And so, in theory, the rest of our trip would be downhill to the car the rest of the week. In theory. So, this is
the highest point.
Highest point, I don't know, over 9,000 feet. So I'm not sure what it is. So, it was a trek. So it's about 12:30, and hopefully we'll be at camp at a decent time, so we do some more fishing. Okay. All right, guys. Me and my father, we made it to Alice Lake. We did about over 9,000 elevation climb, or I guess that was the highest point. Yeah. This back here is what that. You can't really see it on the camera, but the peak right up there that we just came down from. A little hazy, so maybe I'll try to get a picture of it tomorrow. So we're gonna fish out here, set up camp. We got on the trail at 9:15. We made the 5-mile hike, and it's 2:30 now. So we made good time. Good time for going up a sheer mountain cliff. So we're going to set up camp here and fish and relax for the rest of the day.
Oh, we got to figure out our tent situation.
Yeah, that's our next order of business.
But I don't have a windbreak.
Yeah, last 2 nights we were out in the open, no wind, we just getting hammered by the wind, so hopefully this will take care of that. This is our setup. We had to kind of dig a little rocks out of our way to be able to fit both tents there, but we're pretty much blocked for the wind, so the wind's not going to bother us at night. As you can hear, it's probably pretty windy, and you probably can't hear me over the speaker, but got a little chipmunk running across over there, so we're going to try to fish after we eat our dinner. He thinks, or we're just gonna sit here and stare at each other. We'll find out, but we made it.
We're gonna set up. We're gonna set up our poles, soak our dogs in the cold water because they're dying. Maybe gather a little bit of firewood. Because right down here, it looks like this is where they had a fire before, but if the wind's blowing, we won't be able to.
Yeah, so it's all.
We don't want no sparks going in. It'll be a very small fire.
Yeah.
If we do, and we still have some work to do to make it.
Yeah.
Make it actually. It looks like people had a fire, then they moved it from chairs, and then so we'll see what we got.
Yeah, and then there's that burnt wood over there, so.
We know someone's had a fire.
All dependent on the wind, and this is pretty much our view from our site here. Pretty crazy. Good morning, everybody. We are on day 4 of our great adventure. We're being lazy. We got coffee going, got a second pot brewing over there. Fished a little this morning. We're going to get back out there and fish this evening and maybe a little bit of today. And we've got one more trek down to the last lake, and then we'll be heading home on Friday.
21 miles of pure hell. Actually, from here, it's all downhill, so it's just a ride and glide. Unfortunately, this trail, what is it, Toxaway, Stanley Lake Loop, or something like that?
Alice, it's called, so it's got a couple of names.
There's a couple different names for it. I think I'm gonna rename it Liar's Trail. Everybody keeps telling you just got 2 miles, 2 miles. It's only 30 minutes. The biggest thing about this trek that the only thing we were disappointed with was the fact that everybody is doing this trail. It's like it feels like I'm like at Disneyland, and I'm just sleeping. I have neighbors to the left, to the right, 40, 50 on a day hike, saying good morning, everyone. Good morning. Where are you going? Oh, how far? Or, it's just, we were thinking to get out.
Be away from people.
Not a weekend. This is during the middle of a week. And we have camps 20 feet from us here. We have camps maybe 40, 50 feet that way.
A group of 6 people hanging out up the top of our tent, talking all night, and then around the corner fishing. Rudest people I've ever met or seen.
So, keeping that in mind, if you want to plan, it's a beautiful hike. Keep in mind, from the parking lot, from the moment you put your pack on to the moment you start walking, it's uphill. Either direction, if you go to the left or you go to the right. It had to be a personal decision. It's a beautiful trail. It's very well kept. It's in good condition. It's just a minimum of 8 miles uphill to your first camp spot. And then, if you decide to do the whole loop, it's another, 4.5, maybe 5 miles max to the lake that we're at, Allison Lake that we're at. We took the left side. Allison Lake. Getting to Allison Lake from Toxaway Lake is hell. The map doesn't show it, but it does this.
All the way up to 9,000 feet.
You've got to go through that peak.
See if I can get the peak.
You've got to go through the crack.
You can't see the peak
on top of the mountain. And when you get to that crack, if you're afraid of heights,
don't do it.
Don't do it, because when you get to that top, there's only 4 feet one direction, 4 feet the other direction, and it's a cliff. Sheer cliff.
100 feet drop.
So just keep in mind. But you know what? The loop itself, everybody's been friendly. There hasn't been any routes. There hasn't been anybody out here on the trail that's been, inconsiderate, except for yesterday evening with the foreigners.
Oh, sitting up there talking like this is
Canadians. Not punting any Canadians. I know people that are Canadian. They're fine. No, disrespectful sitting on top of our tent. I mean, for a minute, okay.
I've never had that.
Picture, okay. But don't sit up there and shoot the shit when the sun's down, and I want to get my clothes off and get into my thermals. They almost got the BA, BJ, because we had to wait till they left.
Yep, that's the major only complaint. I'm gonna try to get a shot of this peak
and
real quick.
And don't overpack.
We brought way too much food.
Do not overpack food.
Everyone commented that our bags look too big.
A two-serving dehydrated food will feed 2 people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A 2-serving. Then just bring snacks. We have
enough
14 days worth of food.
We can stay out here another week or 2.
Keep that in mind when you pack.
Alright, I'm trying to get the shot of the peak that we clambered over. I don't think I can actually see it from here. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's zoom in. Alright guys, we've wrapped up our camp here at Alice Lake. We are getting ready to head out to Petite or Patat or whatever. Camp out there one more time before we go. We got our gear.
It's been a blast!
It's been fun. Oh, we're kind of slow moving today, but we'll check back in with you when we get to the other lake to show you guys around there as well. Alright, catch you later. Well, we just finished the loop. There's the end of it. Well, we got about a mile left to the car, but that's the end of the Sawtooth Wilderness area. There's the sign there. And then
we made it! 21 miles!
He's still alive, as you can see.
And we can't find a campsite on the back side of Petite. So we walked the shoreline, walked back in the woods, and that was kind of our mistake. So we could have stayed up one more night up at Allison Lake, and then because this only took us about three and a half. We left there at about 9:30, 10, 11, 12. So it took about 3 hours to come down.
Yep.
Had we have known that, we would have stayed up there, fished the day, had some great fishing up there yesterday, and then came out. So.
All right. Well, we're going on our last little trek here.